Should we do why do I need to diet? Because I'm fat. I've been doing good on my diet. And I have to let you all know today is your boy. I feel the need to celebrate this because it's a good achievement for me. Your boy is officially 3 weeks sober. I'm quitting. Not streaming, I'm quitting. And I am now 3 weeks sober. So, yay! Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, da, ba, ba, da, da. Thank you so much. Let's see, deep slate. Put the leaves. All right, let's get lava. Sober. No. Alcohol. Drinking. I was drinking. Mr. King got a little too much with rum, and yeah. I don't mind asking. No, I don't mind. I have to be comfortable talking about it. Ouch! No, as a family-friendly streamer, it can be, Tim. Some people really don't like talking about it because some people can get judgmental based on that kind of stuff. And yeah, I did it. I binged it for. No, I don't mind talking about it. I mean, if you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have probably bit someone's head off. But nah. It's. I would say almost a year. I would say almost a year. What was? It was rum. I can't stand the smell of it now. Yeah, Tim, some people are not proud of talking about that kind of stuff. Earlier in the month, I don't know if y'all saw it, but I was really tired. I really had a hard time. I struggled. I struggled a lot. Cause I think it's time I talk about it anyway. I've been silent about it for a bit. I canceled a few night streams about it because I started. Yeah, let's start from the top. I started using it as a way to relax, and I started developing issues where I couldn't relax without it. So it'd be like, okay, well, tonight's gonna be a good night, so I'm just gonna sit back and have a drink. And that would turn into 2 drinks. And that would turn into 3. And I never did it with the kids awake. And I never did it with Luna knowing, really. And that's kind of where the scary part sets in. I kind of, ouch. Thank you for the follow. And I'm not going to sit here and lie with, hold on. With, no, Space. I'm going to get to that. No, you're not in the wrong. Neither of you are in the wrong. Neither of you. No. I get it. Hang on. We're going to get to that in a minute, Space. No, no, Space. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. I started now content creation, you guys, as I've shared with y'all many times. It can be very stressful. It can be very stressful. It could boggle you down. There's a thing that happens in content creation. I want all y'all to understand. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use Spaced and Zoe. I'm gonna use Spaced and Zoe as examples. Now, before I continue, I just want you two to know that you guys are examples. This is not a real deal situation. Say I'm streaming, Space is streaming, and Zoe is streaming. Well, I'm family friendly, Space is family friendly, Zoe is family friendly. I start talking to Zoe, we become good friends. I start talking to Space, we become good friends. Spaced and Zoe start talking, they become friends. Well, Zoe and Space stop talking to me. I start getting worried. I start talking to Space. Is everything okay? Everything's fine. I start talking to Zoe. Everything's fine. But nobody's talking to me. You get where I'm getting at with that? So even though everything's fine, nobody's talking to me. Zoe and Space are hanging out all the time. That plays a mental game on you because you think something is wrong. So then that anxiety starts setting in. Well, when I started touching rum, none of that mattered anymore. I got to focus on me. And that's what got me intoxicated with the feeling of drinking. I could focus on me. There was no more worried about if people were, if I was friends with people or not. I wasn't worried about any of that stuff. I felt good. But that's what addiction does. It makes you feel good without thinking about what's happening outside of you. But I didn't care at that point. And after a while, I just stopped caring about a lot of things. And that started building up. And yeah. And my wife, she was cool. She barely even noticed. And that's the scary part. Because if anything, she just said I looked a lot happier, which is scary. So in order to fix that, first thing I wanted to do, I cut it out. I didn't quit cold turkey. I went from binging to slowing down, and I finally got to the point where I felt comfortable to cut it off completely, which was beginning of the month. And for 2 weeks, I struggled. I struggled so hard. But it was also a realization that I really was truly addicted. And that was scary. I've never been addicted to anything in my life. And that was the first time where I went, oh my God, I'm really addicted to this. And I started filling in those holes with other things. Food. I kicked back up WoW. WoW's a good deterrent. And now I'm pretty back there. Like, I'm back to being chill, calm, relaxed, happy. When was what? My addiction? Thank you, Junior. When did you cut back and stop? You want to be honest? I mean, I'm sitting there being honest so far. Guys, I got to the point where I was day drinking. And this happened within the past year. I would say June of last year until now. Just until this past month. I mean, I got to the point where I'd have a little during the day, little in the afternoon, and then right in the evening. And that's the scary part. It really showed me I still have things I got to work on. I'm not perfect. I am not perfect in the slightest. And it scares me still that I let myself go where I did. But it showed me also I do have a lot to work on for myself. And the scary part is the amount I was consuming. Like, I didn't realize how hard I was really consuming until I sat back and looked at how much I had, how much I'd have a night. I started measuring it. That was, yeah. A part of me is, and what's sad is, what's sad is I miss it still. I miss being, like, I'll talk to Luna all the time, because that's one thing my therapist and everybody told me what I need to do. I've got to talk about it. I have to talk about my issues. I have to tell people I am struggling. I have to be okay with the feeling of I have to talk about it. And I think that's what struggled with me the most, because, well, people know me as the guy that I don't have problems. Well, I'm human. I do have problems. And it's, yeah, I'm just now coming around. Because during that time when I started focusing on myself, I also started, like, that's also when things in the community also started happening. Things that happen behind doors. And I'm not getting into any of that. I'm not spreading drama. But I also started confiding in certain people with certain things, and that completely flopped on me, and that turned into a whole situation and almost shut me down. So that caused me to go for it more. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I started having issues, instead of coping with it when I normally coped with it, I'd hit the bottom immediately. But what makes me happy is to know that nobody really knew. Some people figured it out. Some people figured it out, some people didn't. And I'm not trying to, like, slap anybody and be like, how dare you not know? How dare you not know? No, because y'all come here for entertainment, and that's my job. So I want to continue doing that. But I hit a hard part, and then my PTSD with the Army really, like, my PTSD with the military really hit me. Like, it hit me harder than anything ever has, and it scared me. So yeah, that's my disposition now, and that's where I'm recovering. What scared some people the most is I don't know, I didn't go to the AA meetings, I didn't do any of that stuff. I just, so where I'm at with all of it today, now, when it comes to talking about people's addiction, some people, Tim, this is where what Space is talking about. Some people don't like talking about that stuff because it makes them ashamed of who they became. And in a content creator's setting, if I wasn't so comfortable with you guys and how I talk about things and how I do that kind of stuff, some people could be like, you need to go away, shut up, stop, just know it was an addiction and that's it. Like, it's not the same. And if you don't know, you don't know. And I don't mind sharing my experiences because maybe you'll learn from my experience. Or maybe it's a wake-up call that maybe if you're going through something like that, you need to do something about it. But yeah, that's the past year, that's what's been going on. I definitely think it's worth it, because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be the human being that I am today. I mean, it does come with its downsides, but everything does. You got tagged a lot? Yeah. Well, because other people have either seen their friends or loved ones go through it and something may have happened, or they've gone through something like that and they don't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things that play into that question, Tim. He didn't mean anything bad by it or anything like that. Do I recommend it? What branch? I'd recommend Air Force in a heartbeat. All right. I need to repair my pick, and then I need to fix the freaking portals again. And I need to get more fish. I don't like anarchy servers. I like my IP, thanks. Now, with all that said, thank you everybody for listening to my story, and thank you for y'all for not like giving me the whole, well, I'm disappointed in you. How could you do that and not tell us and da, 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Ba-da-ba. Don't worry, I'm gonna cut that out of the stream and I'm gonna upload it on YouTube for Saturday. Well, that's why I play on a realm. Thank you, Panda. Twins, I pretty much just Twins, while you were gone, I pretty much just talked about my addiction to rum and all of that. Like, I pretty much admitted what's been happening, what's been going on, what I've been dealing with, how I've dealt with it, and no, Tim. Not for stuff like that. So if you guys have ever been wondering, like, the past month why I've been so tired, why I've been trying to get back up and moving around again and that kind of stuff, that's why. Your boy struggled for a very long time. All right, let's go fix these other portals. Insurance? They would if I didn't do it through the VA. Because it's actually, the reason why I'm going to therapy, it's not even because of recovering from my addiction. My therapy is because my PTSD decided to show up full force and I started having nightmares and flashbacks like I used to back in the day. That is why I'm seeking therapy. Because Mr. Ken wasn't okay. Not at all. But I got this. I'm not going anywhere. I got this. Well, you know why, Tim? Because you gotta think, man. People here are protective of me. I hate to say it like that, but there's a lot of people protective of me. It's no, don't take it to heart, man. Just people worry about me, and there's yeah. Thank you, Suspect and Elizabeth, for those. Oh my God, the portals are really screwed up. Gosh darn it. All right, let's relight this. Let's see what happens. Yeah, man, don't worry. You're good. You're really good, Tim. We love you, man. Good afternoon. Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we got it fixed. I think we're good. If it is, I'm gonna get up and dance. Those go to spawning back. No, you're good, Spaced. You're good, bro. Everybody, we're good. I was deployed in Kosovo in 06 and Iraq 2010. Whew. Man, that was a tough story to talk about, man. I've been avoiding talking about that since, like, Jesus. Yeah, I've been actually really scared to talk about all of that. That was really hard. There were some days, y'all, I would be on stream and I'd be at like 11 a.m. just boom. Some people knew, but some people